concept of getting a crew going on. What's so special about this concept? It's a group. It's a hybrid between hip hop and electronica dance music. So we are ravers that got into hip hop dance, and also hip hop dance that got into raving. So this is really unique about our crew.
So we were like at the crossroads.
Yes, we're bridging between the two scenes.
Between the rave and hip hop.
Yes, because back then you see a lot of b-boys, you see a lot of poppers, a lot of house dancers going to raves.
Yes,
but
yes.
you don't see many ravers going to hip hop events.
Exactly.
We're the first people that does both things.
Yeah, nice.
And
so Vibe Elements was like
vibe elements.
that.
Vibe, which means we give people vibes. You know, no matter where we go, when we get down, people actually attracted by us.
Nice.
Not
yes,
because we're Asians, not
Yeah,
because
yeah.
we're Romanian.
Yes,
because we are just special. We're weird.
So how you come out with the Vibe Elements, the name, and what it means?
Okay, first of all, it's 4 of us. Then I think each one of us
And
gave
say
out
the names. Say the names.
There's 4 of us. One is Hypno,
Yeah.
and also the Jason,
Yeah.
Dr. Funk. There's Tiny Love. There's me, Tony Flo. And each of us represents an element. Hypno is fire. Jason is earth. I'm wind element, and Tiny Love's a water, liquid element, water element.
Yeah.
And because each of us have a different personality, and also we have different dance styles, so we use these 4 elements to describe what we carry out to people, the different vibe.
Nice.
They call me Win because I have a flow. I do snaking, and I have a different vibe
Nice.
to people, so they give me that name. And Tiny is liquidy, you know.
Yeah.
He's a very shape forming personality, so it's a water element.
Yeah.
Water forms into everything.
Yeah. You're right. Nice.
So that's pretty much how we define ourselves as a crew. And eventually we do our practice, and we have our routines together. But I think the biggest part we did was, I think the biggest achievement was the Union Square.
Nice.
That's how
so
we
talk
first
about
started.
that. Talk how that started. Sum it up fast. Like.
Okay, Union Square pretty much is it's a thing during the summertime. We couldn't find any clubs to go to because Giuliani was fucking up everything.
Yeah, right,
Mayor
right.
Giuliani was fucking up everything. You cannot find a good club. There's no decent music, and there's too much drugs and raves. So really no point to go.
And
The
dance
music-
police. Dance police.
The dance police and the dance police. Let me give you a recap on dance police.
Exactly.
This is when we are doing popping, they have a boogaloo people, which was taught by electro boogaloos. They start to discipline people, saying, "Oh, whatever you're doing is not popping. It's not dancing. This is what this is not popping is all about. Popping is about boogalooing." And we got sick and tired of it because popping to us is about hitting, doing cuts, doing ticking, doing isolations. That's
Waving,
what
yeah.
popping is about. So pretty much we try to reform this concept. So all these elements combined, we just took it a step ahead. Because at the time, I think Tiny Love has a boombox.
Yeah.
And Hypno always gets down with Tiny and practice at home because they live in Brooklyn together. So I gave an idea. Why don't we just take it out of our garage into the city, going to Union Square, like a public place. Just put down a boombox and play it, and people can dance, they can join, can perform, whatever. So that's how we get off. And the 4 of us, at a hot summer day, July, we just took the boombox every Friday, Saturday, 5 o'clock in the afternoon. We started early. Actually, when we first started, it was 3 o'clock in the afternoon. It was hot as fuck. So 4 of us go out there and performing and just dancing. And at first, there's a lot of staring. There's a lot of shit talkers. There's people pointing. But after 2 months, we have 500 people surrounding us. A big cipher.
Wow.
We have b-boys, we have dancers from around the world come join with us. It takes only 2 months. So Union Square was our biggest achievement four of us done.
Was there anybody dancing in New York at that time on the streets?
No, nobody.
I mean, besides the hitters, you know.
The hitters, I see Clown doing his thing at the South Street Seaport. I see some, hustlers at Union Square, but those are only hustling. That's not dancing. They do routines just to get money.
Yeah.
We the only people. We don't accept money. Maybe we get donations, for keeping the battery alive at a boombox.
Yeah, you're right.
Pretty much we just straight out. It's a public dance thing. We try to bring out the culture.
Cool. Okay, so a brief about Liquid when you see it, and some what you seen on Liquid and digits and finger tutting. I want something about that.
Let me start off with Liquid. Liquid is very, very early. It start way early than anybody can think of. If people can...
Was it an East Coast thing or was it West Coast?
No, it's a whole world thing. You know why? Because I actually did my term paper for my communication major in UMass Amherst. I did some research. Way back in Ibiza, there's already people playing with fingers, doing a finger dance. As people can retract the history, there's people doing liquid form or similar to liquid moves way back in Woodstock, original Woodstock.
Oh, wow.
He came with the whole thing with acid music, acid rock, and LSD effects. So I think when I first seen the Liquid was my first time. It was the first time I go into raves. I see people doing Liquid already.
Nice.
That was way back in I think '97. I mean, I'm still a young'un. I mean, people telling me the Liquid start off like 1992, even 1989, when there was acid, what's it called? When it's already acid music. Yeah. Before even house was anything. People were doing that. So Liquid was very early. It wasn't just like the recent stuff. It started way early than anybody can think of.
Yeah.
Okay, digits. Digits. I think the first time I see digits, it was Jared. Jared from Cold Red from Liquid Pop Collective. This was taking place at Limelight, I think.
Nice.
Yeah, when Limelight was throwing a lot of drum and bass parties and a lot of breakbeat parties. Then one time, Jared showed me with this finger thing. The way I see it is it's a pattern of synchronization of fingers.
Nice.
Unlike the liquid is like a flowing motion, like you're making a wave. It's like a wave. But
like
digits,
a rail.
But digits is more like synchronization of your fingers, which I cannot do. Still up to this day, I still cannot do. And I think I would credit this to Jared Colred from LPC. He was the first person that showed me what this move is, and eventually I think a lot of people start doing that. And also Tiny Love has shown me a similar transforming liquid thing, but at the time I didn't know how to call them. But he was also doing his own form of digits too, but at the time he wasn't even have a term for it. He was just doing it on the dance floor.
It's called later character digits. And I was kind of like influenced by Mr. Wiggles. He used to do a lot of finger waves, all that stuff. So, and then I mixed it with some other kung fu stuff and like moondras and all the stuff. But so how about like finger tutting?
Finger tutting, okay.
And tutting, was New York doing tutting at that time?
New York was already doing tutting. I mean,
in raves, right?
Yeah, in raves. We do this. We do like a lot of this has already been doing for many years.
Wow.
This is when I first going to rave parties back in '97. I see people already doing boxes. And actually, from what I heard later on, West Coast start off early too. I don't understand the debate because tutting has been around for a while. And people just take different patterns and different techniques because there's also the magazine. Magazine. There's also the box, and there's also the king tut. King tut. This is tutting, but people has different interpretation of the style. So there's really no argument. It's been around for a while. Since I think the breaking days.
You know what's funny? I heard that tutting was around from like early 70s.
Yeah, disco dance too.
Yeah,
You see disco dance, people doing this,
Yeah.
and with the chicken head move.
Oh,
that's
nice.
Italian too.
Yeah, you're
I mean,
right,
it's
you're
really
right.
no argument because that thing came out old school.
Nice.
It's just the new school cats take it to like to different formations. You know,
Nice.
I mean, I'm getting rusty, right? But I'm saying this is nothing new. It
Right.
came from the old school influence. It's not like something that some young cat just pop it out.
Cool.
Yeah.
So, anything you want to say to the audience about dancing? How to improve your dancing, especially about different styles? Because we were big into different styles and character, not being a clone and all that shit.
Yeah. Well, the thing is like this. How Vibe Element started is we are the people that try to dance. Just get down to dance, either do popping, locking, house dancing, or just doing liquid, or just do whatever. We try to express ourselves. We don't want people to limit our dance because what we love is what we precious.
Nice.
When I first see people pop, I have nobody teach me. I never take a lesson in my class in my life. Maybe I get some. I have Tiny or I have Hypno to show me some few tricks. But we never take any classes like paying for classes.
Exactly.
Because this is what we want. Try to keep it to ourselves. This is our dance, and we do our dance our own ways. That's how we got together. But eventually, of course, each one of us have our own life transitions. Like myself had to come back to Taiwan, Hypno doing his thing, Tiny doing his thing, and Jason going to mountains. So this is just like a process. This is what we call the chance encounter.
Nice.
How we get together, how we have this little spark, and hopefully people can be inspired by this spark and carry it longer.
Definitely.
I mean, get back to the street. Don't call yourself a street dancer if you don't get out, if you cannot perform or dance on the street.
Exactly. So, can you give me a shout out?
Okay, I want to give a shout out to my boy Tiny Love from New York City, and also Hypno. I haven't seen him for a while, and also Jason, aka Dr. Funk, and my boy what's the other guy? Oh, Dementia from Toronto.
Oh, yeah.
Dementia actually came on as part of our crew member also.
Exactly.
And later on, he became ABM.
Yeah.
So this is a lot of cats, and also Rob Casanova. This is Big Daddy in Queens. Motherfucker.
Yeah.
And also Richard.
Break Easy. Yeah.
And also to that Brooklyn bar we used to go to.
Oh, Blackberry. Yeah, Blackberry.
And the DJ at Blackberry, I forgot his name.
Yeah, I
These
forgot
are
his name.
good old times. And to be honest, I don't miss New York, but I miss the people I met in New York.
Definitely.
Peace out.
Peace out.